The morning I returned to my lakefront property, all that remained of my $2 million lodge was a flattened pile of splintered beams and dust blowing off the shore. The HOA had taped a notice to a post where my front porch used to be, claiming the structure violated shoreline setback requirements and that they had no choice but to demolish it. What they didn't know was that the county had already approved my permits years earlier, and their so-called authority didn't even cover my section of the lake. I called my attorney before I even unpacked my truck, and within weeks, a lawsuit was in motion. The property damage, lost business rentals, and destruction of personal assets totaled over $6 million, triple the lodge's value. When the court sided with me, the HOA was ordered to pay the full amount, sending shockwaves through their little kingdom. Karen, the president, was livid. Instead of appealing like a rational person, she tried to intimidate me. One afternoon, as I was meeting with my construction crew to discuss rebuilding, black SUVs screeched into my driveway, and men in tactical gear stormed out, shouting orders. Something felt off. No marked vehicles, no badges, just cheap patches and mirrored sunglasses. I stayed calm, walked inside, and pulled up my security cameras, streaming everything directly to the local police and sheriff's office. Within minutes, real law enforcement arrived, lights blazing, surrounding the imposters. Turns out Karen had hired a group of private contractors to pose as a SWAT team, hoping to scare me off the property before the HOA's accounts were drained, paying my judgment. Instead, she and her fake commandos were handcuffed on the spot for impersonating officers, trespassing, and attempted intimidation. The county prosecutor personally thanked me for providing crystal-clear video evidence, which made the case airtight. The HOA's board scrambled to distance themselves from her. But by then the damage was irreversible. Their insurance dropped them, and half the neighborhood pulled out of the association entirely. I rebuilt the lodge bigger and stronger, adding a massive deck overlooking the lake with a private dock that extends right past the HOA's jurisdiction. Every evening, as the sun sets over the water, I sip a drink on that deck and watch Karen's old house, now up for sale after. Her convictions sit empty, a monument to what happens when petty power games meet someone who fights back harder.